A terrible word.
Nein, nein, keine Angst. Diesmal wird das Interview nicht zugequatscht. Die Fans von Robert Smith sollen schließlich auch was davon haben. Nur ein paar Übersetzungshilfen hier und da. Das neue Album heißt Disintegration, Auflösung. Ist es wieder mal soweit bei The Cure?
No, it was just that if it had been called the Disintegration Tour, it would have been Tempting Fate, isn't it? So the prayer tour was actually called.
Nein, überhaupt nicht. Alles nur Gerüchte.
There are rumors that you're sort of trying to...
Tja, und dann muss natürlich das neue Soloalbum angesprochen werden. Es ist schon fertig. Wann kommt's?
You have already done, you've already produced it, you've already mixed it down and everything. So when can we hear that?
I don't know.
Weiß er nicht.
When the time's right. There's too much going on with The Cure at the moment for me to do anything on my own. Why should I want to be on my own? And I'm in such a good group.
Tja, und dann fällt natürlich auf, dass Lawrence Tolhurst fehlt. Wo ist der?
You asked me. He just went mad, really.
Tja, der ist schlicht verrückt geworden. Was wohl, Robert deutet es an, mit seiner Frau zusammenhängt. Also nicht mit Roberts Frau, sondern mit Lawrence' Frau.
You mean he's really sick? Or?
No. Well, I don't know, because the girl he married is... no, he just sort of drifted apart, really, from what the Cure was doing, yeah. It's not really any big deal. There's not very much animosity there. Like, we've known each other for 17 years, so it would be a bit stupid to start, having arguments about it.
Is there a chance of him coming back to the band?
Yeah,
Im Moment besteht auch wohl keine Chance, dass er in die Band zurückkehrt.
Not this tour, anyway.
Disintegration, tell me something about that.
Disintegration, das neue Album. Was gibt's dazu zu sagen?
Is that right? Can one say so? It reminds me a bit of my favorite Cure album, which is Pornography.
Yeah, it's not really our roots, though. That was like, 5 years into the group. Because when we started, we were just playing really trashy pop songs. So on a circle, we sort of went there, that's Pornography. And
Als die Cure anfingen, sagt Robert, da haben sie nur ziemlich trashige Pop-Songs gemacht. Und Pornography war irgendwo eine Spitze. Zu der seien sie jetzt wieder zurückgekehrt, inhaltlich. Und diese Art von Musik, das sei wohl das Richtige, um die Texte zu unterstützen.
Yeah, so it's the type of music that I think the Cure do best as well.
It seems like this album sort of oozes out depression.
Das Album strömt für mich tiefste Depression aus. Hat er denn jetzt gerade Depression, der Robert?
Very uncomfortable. I know I'm going to be the glistening prize. No, a lot of the words were written early last summer.
Der Text wurde Mitte letzten Sommers geschrieben. Und so fühlte man sich halt da.
The process of making a record, because once it's out of you, I mean, it's the
Der Prozess des Entstehens ist ihm wichtiger als das fertige Produkt.
finished thing.
Depressionen, Robert Smith? Ja, wie jeder andere auch. Aber er benutzt sie, um seine Songs zu schreiben. Nützlich seien sie ihm, genau.
It's a way of using them rather than just sitting around going, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Then I do something. So they're actually quite useful in their way. I've got a garden out of them.
You've got a garden?
For the first time. Well, nothing very much at the moment because I'm not there. But, when I get back, I should just sit and lie on my back and look at the sky.
Is it like one of those...
Und dann erzählt er, dass er jetzt einen Garten hat, eine richtige kleine Wildnis, wo er gerne rumliegt und in den Himmel guckt.
Imagine that the grass is very long at the moment because I'm not there to cut it.
All right.
But, it will be, yes. It will have rose bushes and...
Like really classy?
Of course it isn't, no. It's like a forest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like a wilderness, a little wilderness for yourself. That's good.
Natürlich muss die Frage nach der Heirat kommen. Warum hat er geheiratet?
I was madly in love.
Ja, weil er wahnsinnig verliebt ist.
Because I wanted a day, and Mary wanted a day that...
Und weil beide einen Tag haben wollten, an den sie sich erinnern können. Und Kinder? Nein, Kinder wollen sie nicht haben. Er hat eine Menge Cousinen und Nichten und er ist lieber Onkel als Vater. Weil als Onkel, da kann er den Cousinen und Nichten sagen, tut das. Und als Vater, da müsste er immer alles verbieten.
Longer than we hadn't, if you see what I mean. But I'm 30 now and I've known Mary for 17 years, so... I knew that it wasn't going to make very much difference if we got married. I still think of her as my girlfriend. She thinks of me as her boyfriend. I hope she does still.
Of course you want to have kids.
Oh, of course I don't, no.
No?
No.
None at all? Never?
No.
Want to get sterilized?
No, because I think that would have a bad effect on me mentally. But no, I've got lots of nephews and nieces, so I prefer being an uncle to being a father. Because you don't have to tell them off if your father, you have to say, don't do that. Or if you're an uncle, you go on, do it.
Right. Nochmal zur neuen LP und dem Titel Disintegration, Auflösung und dem Soloalbum, das er ja schon gemacht hat. Warum?
The moment where you brought out the record called Disintegration, that you're sort of looking for a step forward, next, what will become after the Cure. Have you had thoughts like that?
Not really, because Disintegration was about what happens to everyone internally. It's nothing.
Er stellt nochmal klar, Disintegration, Auflösung hat nichts mit der Band zu tun, sondern nur mit inneren Prozessen, die wohl jeder hat. Und dieses Soloalbum, das hat er einfach gerne mal so aufgenommen. Das sind Titel, die er nicht mit The Cure aufnehmen konnte, weil sie einfach ein bisschen zu minimalistisch sind.
It's not really important. I mean, the more people go on about it, the less likely it is that I'll ever release it anyway, because it's like people expect so much of it.
Have you thought of bringing it out under a different name, maybe?
Yeah, but it would be a bit pointless because everyone would know it was me, wouldn't they? As soon as I open my mouth, they know it's me.
What are the songs like? Do you want something to...
Do I have to pay for a sauna? Or
But do you have to what?
did I have to pay for this sauna?
No. What are the songs like? Why are they so different from the Cure things? Or why couldn't you have done them with the Cure?
Because there's not enough on them. There's just like me and a piano, or me and a guitar, me and a cello. It's really, really sparse, very minimal sort of music. And everyone would have just been standing around going, what can we do? Yeah.
Are you going to play something of these songs? Like as an encore?
No.
Never?
No.
Just sneak it in to see the audience's reaction?
No.
No?
No, because I know what the group's reaction would be. They'd walk off.
Throw down the things like this?
Yeah.
Writing songs like this.
Das Video von Lullaby kennen wir ja nun und den Text wohl auch. Woher bekommt Robert diese Ideen?
Ideas like that, lying around in bed?
Yeah, it's when I was young, I used to, the same as everyone when they're young.
Das ist wohl nur eine späte Verarbeitung von Jugendängsten, die jeder so hat, meint Robert.
It was really just that. And from time to time, I suffer from insomnia. And it's just that when you get to the state when you have insomnia that you're scared to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. And it's,
so you're one of those guys who takes a look underneath the bed before he comes into it?
I don't have a bed, I sleep on the floor. So I don't have that problem. I look up into the corners of the room.
And where spiders hang around, things like, it's like eating you up. That's a strange song for a lullaby.
Überhaupt ein komisches Schlaflied. Lullaby heißt Schlaflied. Aber er singt es gern seinen Cousinen und Neffen und Cousins vor und die mögen das. Die halten ihn zwar für komplett verrückt, aber die stehen drauf.
They think I'm completely mad, but they don't think I'm scary.
What do your parents think about you?
Wie ist es denn mit seinen Eltern?
They think I'm alright.
I guess so, but never mentioned, did they encourage you like doing things like you wanted to do or something like that?
Oh yeah, they never forced me to do anything, really. There's a very liberal...
Die Eltern haben ihn nie gezwungen, irgendwas zu machen. Sie waren sehr liberal, sagt Robert. Jeder in der Familie durfte machen, was er will.
Around doing weird things. So.
Do you have contact to your family?
Yeah, I go back and stay with my mum and dad quite a lot, and they're all coming over on tour.
Die Eltern besuchen ihn sogar, wenn er auf Tour kommt.
What did he say?
Huh?
What did they say? I mean, having a pop star in the family must be quite unusual.
Well, my mum likes it.
Your dad not so much?
No, I think...
Also seine Mutter ist ziemlich zufrieden mit dem, was Robert so macht, sein Vater weniger. Er hofft immer noch darauf, dass Robert eines Tages einen vernünftigen Beruf ergreifen wird.
Being in a pop group, basically. But he's mistaken because my intellect has been wasted by being in a pop group. If that makes sense.
Well, we'll figure that out later.
That was the play on the word wasted, but it didn't quite work. Did it?
Do you want to try again?
No.
People in the Cure changed quite a lot.
Es gab ein paar personelle Veränderungen bei The Cure. Wie steht's damit, Mr. Smith?
They don't change that much because when we very first started the group, before we made a record, Paul, the guitarist, was in the group, and then he left. Because he started going.
Also Robert bestreitet das rundweg. Paul, der Gitarrist, der in der Urbesetzung dabei war, der war auf der ersten Platte schon gar nicht mehr zu hören. Der hatte die Gruppe vorher verlassen. Und ansonsten in den 11 Jahren Cure gab es genau 10 Leute in der Band und 5 Leute sind immer noch dabei. Und wenn man bedenkt, dass das Ganze ein Krieg ist, sagt Robert, dann sei das doch eine ziemlich kleine Verlustliste. Roger, der Neue, kam über Boris rein. Und ansonsten, Andy geht ab, der bei The Top die Drums bedient hat, der ist einfach schlicht verschwunden.
There a group around the group?
We've run out of people now.
You've run out of people?
Yeah. I mean, Rogers, it was like, came because he knew Boris, but we didn't know Roger before we joined the group. But up till that point, we knew everyone that was in the group. People sort of leave and then they come back a couple of years later. And we still stay in contact with everyone that's been in The Cure, apart from Andy, the drummer on the top. He sort of disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
Jesus. Strange things happen to people who play with The Cure, right?
Yeah, but they never escape it though.
I remember a quote of yours, Robert.
Ich erinnere ihn an ein Zitat. Danach sagte er, sobald die Cure einmal eine Nummer 1 hätten, dann wäre Schluss, endgültig aus. Aber haben sie nicht diesen Status sowieso schon erreicht? Ich erinnere ihn daran, wie er vor Jahren hier in der Stadt in München angefangen hat, in kleinen Hallen zu spielen, und mittlerweile ist es die Olympiahalle.
Then it was the Circus Krone and now it's the Olympic Hall. That is huge.
Yeah, well, it would be pretty depressing if it was the other way around, wouldn't it?
Of course, yeah. I'm not saying. I'm not tempting you to stop.
No, it was like one of the things that I used to have as like a fixed point, and I thought that if the group.
Das sei nur so ein Fixpunkt in seiner Karriere gewesen. Irgendwann habe man sich die Frage gestellt, Kompromiss oder Flop. Und man hätte damals, zu Beginn der Karriere, eben den Flop gewählt. Man wollte sich nicht einwickeln lassen. Das sei eben nur so, ja, ein Fixpunkt gewesen.
And grow big.
How do we manage not to get a number one? It's very easy, I can tell you. It's easier not to have a number one than it is. I mean, I was on a pretty safe bet, really, saying that.
Well, okay, but let's talk about the aspect of making swap.
Also er fühlte sich damals ziemlich sicher, so etwas zu sagen. Also niemals die Nummer 1 und so weiter. Mittlerweile ist es halt so, dass man spielt, um ein Bedürfnis zu erfüllen, nicht um berühmt zu werden.
Completely autonomous, and that's all control is to do with. It's just to do with money. And if we risk our own money, we can do whatever we want. And we never borrow money from the record company, which frustrates them because it means they can't tell us what to do. But no, I mean things have just worked out because we've been lucky, I suppose, or clever, or a combination of the two. I mean everything we've done has worked, and yet we've always done what we've wanted to do. But if 10 years ago I'd been asked whether I would, if I had to choose between compromise and failure, I would have chosen failure rather than compromise, and I still would. I mean it doesn't really bother me, that aspect of the group, like playing bigger and bigger places, but at the same time it makes it more worthwhile. I mean, if our popularity wasn't increasing, we wouldn't be doing the tour. It's not the other way around. We're not sort of doing the tour trying to be popular, if you see what I mean. And we're only playing these places because people want to come and see us, otherwise we wouldn't bother.
Ziemlich hypothetische Frage. Wir haben es vorhin bereits angeschlossen. Der Kreis, der aufgebaut wurde bei Pornography und jetzt wieder in diese Richtung endet, ob das denn in Zukunft so weitergeht?
Or is it going to go in another direction? Have you made? I mean, of course you don't know by now. You can't.
No, I mean, we never decide things like that. We never decide what we're going to be doing more than 6 months.
So weit in die Zukunft würde man bei The Cure nicht denken. Am liebsten würde Robert nach dieser Tour nichts machen, außer in seinem Garten liegen und in die Luft gucken. Aber das sei immer so, wenn er dann im Garten liegt, dann würde er am liebsten wieder was machen. Allerdings die nächsten 18 Monate steht nichts an von The Cure. Garantiert nicht.
No, I don't know. I mean, after Disintegration, it's. I think we won't do anything again, certainly for about another 18 months anyway. It was too exhausting making this record.
Eine Frage, die für mich persönlich ganz interessant ist zum Schluss. Warum glaubt Robert, dass die Leute überhaupt The Cure mögen und immer mehr Leute The Cure mögen? Sie haben angefangen im Punk und haben sich ja nicht besonders weit weg entwickelt, wie man hört und sieht. Also ideell.
In a way that it is interesting for the broad audience?
I think quite the opposite, really. I think it's because our attitude stayed the same.
Robert meint, das hängt damit zusammen, dass die Attitüde der Cure sich niemals verändert hat. Sie machen nichts Blödes, sie machen nichts Dummes. Die Leute bringen ihre Kinder mittlerweile mit und das sei das Erfolgsgeheimnis von The Cure.
He came to see us when we played 10 years ago. And they still like us because of the fact that we haven't changed our attitude towards what we do. I think that's the main reason why we've got so popular, because we don't lose many fans. We don't do anything stupid, so they trust us.
Thank you very much.
That's all right, thank you. See, look, just as I stop sweating.
Und justamente, wenn das Interview zu Ende ist, hört er auf zu schwitzen.
Do
you want to do the start-off for the show?
What's the start of the show?
Right, when sort of the introductory line, like after the starting jingle, it's like an UFO flying in. And then we'll have you in a picture lying there and say, hi, I'm Robert Smith, you're watching Offbeat, that's the Borneo clip.
All right.
Right?